Hello and welcome back to Magical Warrior Diamond Heart. In the last part it seemed like we completed our team with 7 people and then met a new character right after, so quite the big cast. Just a notice, I realized that in the recording Liam's voice was even lower than it was for me when I did the recording. I'm sorry about that, but I cannot really do much about it. I did turn the music down a little bit again, but the voices have been all up. It's just that Liam himself is kind of lower than all the other voice actors. I don't know what that's about. It's the game mixing. Now we have to remember, this is still the free demo we're playing, believe it or not. So maybe they'll fix it later, but yeah, I'm sorry about that. Again, it's a bit wild, but anyways, let's just continue with the story.
Oh, I cannot take it anymore. This is the worst. Oh, what's the worst?
I take a seat next to Clover and begin to chow down.
She's uncomfortable because of that.
Sophie points at the crowd of students pressing their faces against the window.
They won't go away. Everyone keeps staring at us. I ate it.
I knew this would have happened eventually. Alex scratches his neck and glances at Liam.
Well...
See, me and Liam usually rotate our lunch areas because of that exact reason, bro. But it's never been this bad. I guess now that there's more people to stare at, there's a bigger crowd. I turn to look at the people sitting next to me. The wealthy boy genius, Liam Farrow. Basketball star and the most popular guy in school, Alex Harvey. The mysterious and glamorous celebrity new girl, Clover Vermillion. Student Council Vice President, Sophia Anderson. Why is it Sophia again? That's also something I think they need to fix. When Clover says it, sometimes you can still think, okay, she's made a mistake, but like, please decide on whether it's Sophia or Sophie. Thank you. And the ever-fashionable and flashy Zachary Pelletier. Not to mention Amy, who seems to have gotten her own share of fans for her unique style in the short amount of time she's been here. Me, Ethan and Diana must be the only normal people here. Although I'm not sure if an alien cat girl and a nerdy Fudanshi count as normal people. Yeah, what's normal anyway? This is a serious problem though, you know? Bits of meat fly out of Amy's mouth as she speaks. The others look at her in obvious disgust, although I'm not sure she really cares.
What?
She gulps down and takes a big sip of pop to wash down the frankly ridiculous amount of food that she was chewing.
You know?
This is a problem, you know? She leans in a bit closer and lowers her voice. Sorry, background noises. This is the only place we got for team meetings, you know?
That's right. We need a proper place to meet up.
Well, we can't do it here. Even if I find a better place for lunch, I'm sure our fan club will find us again.
That's right. We need a place with more privacy.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking. I might not have been here as long as you guys, but I scouted the city and found some real great HQ spots, you know? None of them are delis, I hope.
You know?
Nah, you wouldn't be able to appreciate the cuisines at fine dining locations such as Noah's Meat Ark anyway, you know? What's up with her? Noah's Meat Ark sounds like an awesome place for a church though, bro. Only if you want my uncle's cousin Ned buzzing around asking about this generation's preference between corned beef and smoked meat. Now that sounds like a man after my own taste buds. But we're getting off track, you know. Besides, what I'm thinking are more isolated places, you know? Places more appropriate for heroes like swamps.
Well, it might not look like it now, but this entire city was actually built on a swamp.
Did you know?
Did you know that the name of the city is actually derived from...
Ethan cuts her off before she gets a chance to info dump on us. You might want to spare us the history lesson for now, so...
Maybe next time. But in any case, in terms of actual swamps, there's a great wetlands nearby that I've been to before with Val and Ethan. I don't know, Sophie. That place is crawling with worms.
I shudder at the thought. A wet, slimy swamp as a hangout? I feel like I'm gonna barf. Yeah, that doesn't sound very comfortable, even if you don't mind the critters. Yeah, but we could be like Robin Hood, just a group of outlaws fighting the good fight. Wouldn't that be cool, bro? Yeah, but can we not go to the woods then at least? I mean, there's also critters there, but not as wet as a swamp at least.
Outpass on the swamp. We are not living in the Dark Ages.
Well, the places I'm thinking are an abandoned hospital or this prison I've been eyeing. What?
Are you stupid?
I love his delivery. Are you aware trespassing is a Class B misdemeanor?
Yeah.
Only if you get caught, you know.
Seriously?
Real estate and property laws do not work however you think they work, Amber. And any hospital or prison in the city is either a historic site undergoing renovation for new usages or are used for filming. Narc, what if they're none of those, you know? Then they're filled with junkies and asbestos. He does have a point. I remember my parents telling me how they had to pass on a new building for the bakery because it had asbestos in it. I don't remember what that stuff does to you, but I remember it was pretty bad.
Amber, you can go into those horrid buildings by yourself. I do not think anyone here would be interested in getting killed or starting up a criminal record.
Fine. One of yous think of something better then, you know? I twirl my bangs on my fingers and think. Maybe... Oh, that's right. Clover and Liam. They're both totally filthy rich. Could you imagine a mansion as a hideout? Okay, I wouldn't go that far, but at least they could, like, rent a room somewhere, right? Also, Liam has his own apartment. Sophie looks at me and grins knowingly.
I have an idea.
I know exactly the perfect place.
Seriously?
Where?
Well...
Zachary and Alex seem to have realized as well, and the four of us flash our best smiles at the two millionaires sitting among us.
What?
What?
Why are you eyeing at me like that? You know exactly where this is going.
Oh no, no way. Absolutely not. I will die before I invite you people into my house. Alex grimaces and scratches the back of his head. He's dead serious about that one, bro. Besides, his parents are kind of, they really freak me out. Oh?
But Liam's got his own apartment all to himself, right?
Liam gives me a death glare and mumbles something probably really rude under his breath, but I don't care. Serves him right for bullying me so much at tutoring.
Huh?
Liam, you never told me about that, bro. Of course you didn't. Oh, you gotta have some safe space, I get that. Because I didn't want you to show up. While the two of them bicker, Zachary flashes Clover the absolute most adorable puppy dog eyes I have ever seen.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, Clovesy, I'm totally dying to see your mansion. Come on, pretty please. Didn't you tell me once your dad is like never around? It'd be perfect. Come on.
Come on, bro.
Liam, how could I call myself your bro, your numero uno, your best friend, if you hide important things from me like that? You don't have to call yourself that. Now get off me. Please, I just have to get a glimpse of a celebrity mansion. It's always been my life's dream.
That is...
Whoa.
Wait a minute, you guys. Ethan takes a stand and clears his throat. This is getting us nowhere. We have to choose this scientifically. He grabs Liam and Clover by the hands and leads them to the center of our group.
What are you doing?
We are going to choose the new hideout using... He pauses for dramatic effect. Sophie laughs and rolls her eyes. Let me guess. Rock, paper, scissors? Ha! Ha! Science. Rock, paper, scissors.
What?
Seriously?
This is...
Well...
it's the best I could come up with. Besides, lunch is almost over and you guys weren't getting anywhere. Alright. Rock. Paper.
Scissors.
Go.
Oh!
Looks like Clover's house is the winner.
Yay.
I mean, that's good. Liam is really an introvert, so it would feel rude intruding there. Clover, we don't actually know too much about Clover yet.
No. Let's go once more. 2 out of 3.
Don't be a sore winner, Clover.
That is... I have to get ready. Yes, that is it. I must prepare myself. I mean my home. So you cannot come over tonight. I will prepare and I will pick you up at your home tomorrow after class. Is that all right? Do you need any help?
You can count on me!
I can help. Okay, yes. But only Zachary may come. Huh? What about me? Shouldn't I come along too? No.
She grabs their arm and runs off. Don't you think she was acting suspicious?
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, the way she was all fidgety and nervous, you know? She's gotta be hiding something from us, you know? We shouldn't. I don't think we have to worry, bro. She's probably just shy about guests. Yeah, I think so too. Or if she is hiding something, it's not what you think. Besides, you didn't exactly make a good impression on her with all that talk about abandoned buildings. Not to mention, anyone would shudder at the idea of you being in their house.
Shut up.
Can it, Blondie? Why can't we meet up at Alex's place, you know?
Listen.
Dude, my family's too big and there's not enough room, bro. We'd never have privacy, you know that, Ames.
My house is way too small too. Plus, there's the bakery. People might overhear us. So we'd need a large place in a private area.
Well...
Some place that doesn't get a whole lot of traffic or visitors. Clover and Liam are perfect candidates.
Well...
It's either that or they rent us a house. Either way, we kind of need them. It's fine. Zachary going with her anyways, I mean. They're a bit crazy, but they're not a bad guy. We can trust them. The 7 Rainbow Jewels Bringing Hope for the Future. Episode 8. Back with the villains.
How could this be? It makes no sense. I did everything right. I even used all new dark crystals, so how...
Miss Labradorite?
Don't speak to me.
It isn't I who would like to speak with you, Miss Labradorite. Master Druzy would like to have a word with you.
What does she want to discuss with me?
The other 2 agents are already there waiting for you, Miss Labradorite. It is urgent.
Please, tell her I need another chance. It wasn't my fault, I swear. This new power, we haven't seen anything like it before. If she would just give me one more chance, I promise I...
Take it up with Master Druzy, not me.
But what about the Crystal Warriors? Shouldn't I...
I will handle your assigned Nightmare Agent duties for the time being. Please do not upset Master Druzy by making her wait any longer.
If you would just let me explain, You... How dare you? I am a higher-ranking agent and I...
Enough with your insolence, Labradorite. You will go to Master Druzy's office as ordered by the Master herself.
It wasn't my fault. I don't want to sleep.
Oh boy.
Okay, very cute, the bakery. Waiting. Clover should be here any moment to take us to our house.
So bored.
But I'm so bored.
You could be a good daughter and help Mama and Daddy with the shop like I am.
Shut up, Nolan. You're barely ever here to help out anyways, dummy.
That's cause I'm busy with class. I'm a junior now. Things are getting serious. And how can I be dumb if I have a 3.8 GPA?
Come on.
Stop rubbing it in.
I shove my stupid brother away from me and press my face against the bakery window.
Where is she?
Ugh. What Amy said is starting to get in my head too. Maybe we should have picked Sophie or Ethan's house. Diana pushes a strawberry into my nose. You're making a face. I chomp the strawberry from her hand and lick my lips.
It's just, I don't know, Amy is getting to my head. All that talk about betrayal is making me nervous.
Amber is never right about anything. I mean, what would you say about someone who eats donuts from the trash?
Well,
I'd say that person really cares about not wasting a perfectly good donut.
No, I mean... it's your trust that made Liam come to his senses when Amber totally gave up on him. So don't worry about Amber. Maybe you're right, or I don't know. No, I also don't think that Amber's worries are really founded.
No, maybe you're right. Yeah, Diana, you're right. Maybe I'm just really nervous about going to a new place.
Of course I am. You have to trust your companions. If you don't, who can you trust? Amber might be a gross, selfish, insensitive, filthy, arrogant jerk, but she's not stupid. Amber's just being needlessly paranoid. She'll get over it. Huh. I wonder how Diana really feels about Amber. She seems to at least have a bit of respect for her, even if they don't get along.
hi.
Hey!
Zachary skips up the stairs to the bakery with a big grin on their face. I look all around the area, but I don't see Clover with them.
Where is Clover?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, right. Cloves is feeling a bit shy. We're gonna meet her at her place.
Come on.
Everyone else is already in the car. We're gonna get going right now.
Everyone is in the car? How big is this car? Is it everyone? Don't you need like a small bus? After a very long and boring drive, we finally made it to the Vermilion Mansion. Gate and everything, okay? The house is so far away. We definitely didn't think this through. How are we supposed to even get here on a daily basis? Good point. Like, I was about to say remote is good, because at least other people aren't gonna, you know, be able to eavesdrop and stuff.
Okay, she should have been waiting for us outside. I'll just... Oh. Here she is.
They run off and pull a tiny brown arm from behind the bushes.
Welcome.
Hey Chloe, are you okay? You don't have to.
I'm fine.
What's going on with Clover? As she lets us through the gates of her estate, an incredibly neat and proper looking butler arrives. Stopping to bow at Clover, he turns to us and flashes a gentlemanly smile. Please, follow me inside.
No, I will show them around. Tell the rest of the waitstaff to stay away until I call for them specifically. Are we clear?
She turns swiftly and leads us into her home. As I walk through the doors of her mansion, my heart nearly stops. I've been in huge buildings before, but this is a person's home. At least a dozen maids are scattered throughout the halls. It feels like something out of a fairy tale. Yeah, that's wild. I mean, you need a lot of personnel to even like keep a house like this clean. But okay. Clover grabs my hands and pulls me back into reality. We're forced to hurry throughout the halls and up and down twisted staircases without much time to look around. She then stops in front of a door. Her hands shake as she touches the knob. If we're going to come here more often, maybe we will need a map of the place. She takes a deep breath and closes her eyes before turning the handle.
Well, this is my room.
Her room is incredibly cute and regal looking. A room fitting for a porcelain Victorian doll. It does look cute. Canopy bed, vanity. She closes her bedroom door behind us, making sure to lock it carefully. She then takes a seat on the bed and begins fidgeting and twirling her hair.
Take a seat anywhere you like. But before we do anything, I have something to say. I mean, if you are going to be in my home, you will figure it out eventually. And well, I do not want it to be a shock, so...
Is this about how you was acting yesterday, you know? Amber. Would you just leave her alone already? I know you're mad at me, but you don't have to take it out on my friends, you colossal
Shut up, both of you. If you would let me speak, you would understand, you disgusting filthy mud. If you ever speak with me in that tone again, I'll have you muzzled. Is that clear?
She stumps up toward her, jabbing her tiny, perfectly manicured finger into Amy's chest. Despite her miniature size, Clover looks imposing and full of authority, like a queen. Okay, got it, you know? She turns up her nose and pouts. She somehow seems more relaxed though. Yeah, let it all out, girl. She takes in a deep breath and closes her eyes.
Valerie?
She turns to me.
You remember when I first transferred to Sinclair Academy, no? Those awfully rude girls accused me of lying about my family. They said Lotus Vermilion never had a sister.
I do remember that. I do know Lotus has siblings, but not much is known about them, so I didn't think anything of it.
Well, you know, that is because for many people in the world, I am known as her little brother.
She barely whispers the last word, and I can't understand her.
Huh? I said I am known as her little brother. Please do not hate me. I'm sorry I lied. I was scared, I just...
Oh, I get it. Now that you mention it, Lotus did mention a brother in an interview with Cooking Kingdom Monthly about her favorite bakery in the city. She said the kid was extremely private and didn't like to be in the spotlight. But the two of them adored the millefeuille at Cendrillon Patisserie. I breathe a sigh of relief and hug her. She freezes and I jump away.
Oh, crud, I forgot. You don't like being touched like that. I'm so sorry. I was just worried is all. You guys still want to be my friend?
I told you it would be fine. Zachary hops up and beams. And you're not alone here, right, Ethan? They grab Ethan's arm suddenly and pull him forward. Yeah. I'm the same as you. Well, but in the other way around. And Zachary hears, well, they're a good friend. So we totally understand, and we won't tell anyone, okay?
Even Valerie? I was worried because she is not very trustworthy with secrets, you see. Honest to a fault and awfully dense. That is why I could not bring her here. I was worried she would blather onto everyone in school. And then I would have to do something incredibly regrettable to her. Huh? I can keep a secret. Besides, why would I tell everyone about that?
I feel hurt, but I guess I deserve it for doubting her.
Don't worry about it.
You can trust her with this one. Clover looks down and shuffles her feet.
Thank you.
She takes in a deep breath.
Alright. Now we have to do what we came here for. I have already gotten an area ready for our meetings.
I was wondering about that, like why would we gather in the bedroom if we have this huge place? Shouldn't you have like a meeting room or something? That's better for everyone to properly sit down and stuff. But cute scene. She leads us outside to a small cottage. Oh my god. This girl, she's like a cartoon character or something. For real. Oh, this is amazing. I want this room. No one should be allowed to be this rich.
Well,
We can also train and practice out here. No one is here but the waitstaff, and they know better than to snoop. Papa handles private affairs at home quite often. So no worries about prying eyes.
She beams with pride and we each awkwardly take a seat, with the exception of Liam, who makes himself annoyingly at home.
So,
We look at each other awkwardly, sighing and twiddling our fingers. It's like we finally can talk in peace, but we have nothing to say. No one made an agenda? Sophie, Liam, come on. Oh, there we go.
I have something to say. I think now is the perfect time for some answers.
Diana spoke to us a little bit, but she doesn't seem to know much. Diana poofs into her kitten form and burrows herself in my arms to avoid making eye contact.
That is very true. For example, why is it that we change our clothing when we transform?
Well,
What exactly is a crystal warrior, and how does someone become one?
Where are you guys from?
huh?
Are there any other fairies living here on Earth, bro? Where did all the monsters come from? And why are we being targeted? Really? We have asked none of these questions before? I guess there was too much going on. Okay, you know, I'm kind of an expert on Crystal Warrior stuff, you know, so ask me anything. Okay, I assume we can ask everything indeed, but just to be safe. Okay. What is a Crystal Warrior? What is a fairy? Who are the nightmares? Okay, what is a Crystal Warrior?
Well,
So, to start off, what exactly are we?
Existential questions here. I know we're supposed to be superheroes, but I still don't really understand. Amy beams as if she's been waiting to talk about this for ages.
you know?
I'm so glad you asked, you know. Oh man, where to start though, you know? She fidgets and paces before whipping a huge textbook from... I don't even know. She quickly flips through the pages before landing on the one she wants. Here. The story of the Crystal Warriors. No one really knows where they came from, it's been so long, you know. Some people say that they must have been gods, others think they were genius magicians. My favorite story is this one. Long, long ago, back when Glimmer was still young, there was a Lumine princess. She was beautiful and kind, and everyone loved her. That made her brother, the prince, very jealous. You see, he was kind of a jerk and smelled weird, so people was always ignoring him, you know. He got so mad he turned against his people. The prince became an evil prince. Creative, right? He tried to steal her power, and in order to protect her people from the evil overlord, the princess tore out her own heart jewel. You will never use my heart for evil, she said, you know.
Super shocking!
And she just ripped it right out. And when she did that, her heart shattered and separated into 7 pieces. The pieces eventually reached the chosen heroes, the first Crystal Warriors, and granted them powers, you know. They used their magic to defeat the evil prince, and that's basically the legend of the Crystal Warriors. It's cute, but to be honest, it's really unlikely with what we now know about the Crystal Warriors. Anyone can be a Crystal Warrior, you know. There's no chosen heroes. And besides, tearing out your own heart like that and breaking it is impossible. What we do know is that the powers come from your heart jewel, and they always appear when we need a miracle, you know. Handy. Sorry, I just noticed the PlayStation here.
You know?
A kind, pure, unwavering heart full of love and faith that wants to protect people is all you need to become a Crystal Warrior. Okay, we got even more questions. We're going through them all. What is a fairy?
What are you anyways? And why do you sometimes look like a toy dog?
I ain't a dog, you know.
I'm a fairy.
Well,
You look like a dog.
You look like a dog, not a fairy. Or maybe a rabbit, but definitely not a fairy. Humans always got such strange ideas about what others are supposed to look like. Why don't you ask yourselves why dogs look like fairies, you know?
you know?
Whatever, I'm a fairy. We're from the kingdom of Chalcedonia on a faraway planet called Glimmer. Oh, it's another planet. I thought it was either something to do with the past or like another dimension, but not another planet. Interesting. We had to travel a long way to get here, you know. We can travel between Earth and Glimmer using a portal. Portals between worlds used to be really common. Earth was a prime vacation spot. But ever since the Nightmare Agency appeared, we can't travel between our worlds as easily. Yeah, what she said, I guess, you know. Fairies love coming to Earth, but without the portals we're pretty much trapped here, you know. We can use magic to teleport short distances as long as we know where it is, but halfway across the galaxy is a bit excessive, you know?
Magic? Like spells?
Yeah, a little, you know? But complicated stuff takes years of training, you know?
You know?
Fairies like me can do simple magic and shapeshift. Shapeshifting is super duper tiring though, you know? Oh, and we can also sense dark energy, but not as good as stronger magical creatures. The monster tracker on your Miracle Links is great if you already know you're supposed to be tracking one. But nothing beats some good old-fashioned instinct, you know? So, it's really good to have a fairy partner alongside you human crystal warriors. You wouldn't be able to sense when a nightmare is close by without us. Huh? That doesn't make much sense.
Huh?
You look confused, Red. What's the problem, you know?
It's just... Are you sure crystal warriors can't sense monsters?
I ain't never heard of a full-blooded human who could sense dark energy, you know? Then why do I feel so awful whenever a nightmare's close by? Allergies? Huh. Shouldn't we use the opportunity and tell everyone? Oh well, who are the nightmares?
What's up with the Nightmare Agency?
The Nightmare Agency. Obviously they're the bad guys, you know? They trap people in dark crystals and drain their energy. The more negative, the better, you know? Then they die. Their energy is sucked out till there ain't nothing left. No more soul or nothing, you know? They're led by an evil fairy named... She rubs her head as she racks her brain for a hint. Dravite? No.
Juicy?
The name just slipped out on its own. I'm not sure why, but I feel a little confident in my guess. Yeah, that's right, Red. Druzy Quartz. So, Druzy wants to reawaken the Princess of Darkness, right? And she's doing it by using the dark energy collected from her victims.
You know?
See, Druzy is the leader of the gang, but she ain't the final boss, you know? The Princess of Darkness is a nasty woman. She wants to turn everyone into a vegetable. Sleeping forever, you know? The previous Crystal Warriors sacrificed their lives to seal her away. And Druzy... She betrayed us. She used us.
Used?
Druzy used to work for the King and Queen. She was an incredibly talented magician and scientist. She used her status to gain access to highly classified information in order to pull this off. Rumor has it that she used to work for the former Crystal Warriors too. She was there the whole time planning to betray everyone, you know?
You know?
I don't know why they're doing this, but I do know she has to be stopped before anyone else gets killed, you know? I just wish I could have stopped her sooner. Okay, we're getting all the lore dropped here. What is a Lumine?
You guys mentioned Lumine before. What is that?
Diana steps up before Amy even gets a chance to speak. Lumine are just another being from Glimmer. They're extremely powerful magical beings, so us fairies often see them as our guardians and protectors. Although some of us are proud to be their protectors too. Amy rolls her eyes and scoffs. Princess Rosalia is a Lumine. Even though some people think of her as weak, she really does have outstanding magical powers. That's why the Nightmare Agency is looking for her. Yeah, she's supposedly really strong. Most fairy magic is just silly tricks in comparison, but Lumine magic is supposed to be able to do stuff like lift the sun and the moon, cause tidal waves and all kinds of crazy stuff, you know?
Amazing!
They're basically like I guess super crazy strong mega ultra fairies or something, you know? Even if Rosalia can't use it herself, Jersey can. Her power would be enough to instantly reawaken the Princess of Darkness and possibly destroy the world. So, ideally, we got to make sure Jersey doesn't find her. You know, unless she's dead. She's probably dead, honestly, but I won't admit it. Anyways, Rosalia's actually, the last one. The others knew what would happen if Jersey turned them into nightmares. So, they, sacrificed themselves and destroyed their heart jewels so she couldn't use them.
What?
Yeah, same.
You don't mean...
The group becomes completely silent. Amy just gives us a sad look and shuffles her feet awkwardly. So, yeah, you know. Oh dear. Okay, why is the Lumine question still here? That's weird. Anyway, what is a heart jewel?
Heart jewels?
Those are... She transforms into the tiny dog form and points at her head.
This thing.
This is my heart jewel. It's Amber. The gemstone on our clothes, as fairies, is our heart jewel.
You know?
You guys have one too. Everyone has one actually, you know? It's like our physical souls. Humans usually have their souls on the inside of their bodies, you know? But fairies like me usually keep ours on the outside. Isn't that dangerous? When you guys became crystal warriors, your heart jewels became visible on your clothes. It's pretty useful. We can tell when something's wrong just by looking at how our heart jewels glow, you know? Okay. And as long as the heart jewel is okay, theoretically your body can die without your soul dying with it, you know? No, I don't know. But that's pretty impossible to pull off. You can't just pluck your soul out and put it in a new body all willy-nilly, you know? Sophie perks up.
Why not? The heart jewel is like your entire consciousness, right? If it has a physical form, why can't fairy doctors transplant it into a healthy body?
I never died before, and I never will, but I imagine it's a pretty traumatic experience, you know? It's so funny, I watched Frankenstein yesterday, so this is very on topic for me right now. That much trauma would destroy a heart jewel instantly. It would take a miracle to save a heart jewel from a dying body. Why do I feel like it has happened before and she just doesn't know? Okay, all about miracle links.
Oh. Hey, I've been wondering about a miracle links.
Okay, so like your miracle link is like, it's like connected to your soul. So if your heart is all messed up, it won't work. But if you're not cooperating with your team, it'll give you problems too. It's like a tiny magic computer that lets you transform into your crystal warrior form.
How does it work?
Magic, basically, you know? I'm not sure if she even knows herself. Well, I mean, how would I know? There's nothing in the books about our miracle links.
But didn't the previous generations also use miracle links?
Nope, the way crystal warriors transformed before was different. Makes sense. And before that it was different, and before that, and before that, you know? You guys got all these programs and trackers and stuff on yours. It's totally different than the stuff I read about. I know that they're connected to our souls and our team, so my guess is that's how the tracker works. Miracle links are just one of life's mysteries. Oh man, I sound so uncool. Can't you ask me something I know more about, you know? well, they are called miraclings. I guess miracles don't have to make sense. That's true. But also, yeah, again, it makes sense that previous generations would not have had the same type. Like, because they are so similar to phones, so why would, like, maybe decades, if not centuries ago, why would they have had phone-like miraclings? Or probably, I don't know, the typical brooches or something before. Okay, previous Crystal Warriors?
Former Crystal Warriors? The team before us?
Yep,
You know?
the last team of Crystal Warriors, lovingly called the Crystal Carnival, you know? They weren't too long ago either, a few decades ago maybe. They were a team of 7. Spinelheart, the warrior of love and dreams. Topaz, the warrior of joy and prosperity. Lapislazuli and Lavalite, the twin warriors of wisdom and harmony. Jade, the warrior of luck and peace. Ruby, the warrior of warmth and protection. And Turquoise, the warrior of healing and spirituality. Okay, so they're not just like reincarnations like you would have had in Sailor Moon. Interesting. She flips to a page in a book. The leader was Spinel, and she was probably the most in tune with her magic of any Crystal Warrior in history, you know? But she was also just a kid. They all were. A bit younger than you guys are. Oh. She had a pure heart.
Gosh.
Almost to a fault. Everyone who knew her said she was kind, empathetic, but a bit naive and sensitive, you know? Being a Crystal Warrior, and the leader at that, must have been a lot for such a pure kid to handle. At first things went normally. Fight monsters, beat up bad guys, pretty basic warrior duties, you know? But then things got really bad. One day, one of the warriors, Levolate, got nearly killed. She was so badly hit she couldn't fight no more, you know? And her sister, she couldn't fight without Levolate. Things just kept going from bad to worst. The team wasn't communicating, and they never reached their full potential, and then the Princess of Darkness woke up. The team fought to the best of their abilities, you know, but it was hopeless. They couldn't defeat her. She was just too powerful, you know. So they did the only thing they could do. Using their last remaining strength, they sealed her away. She was asleep. She couldn't do nothing no more. Everyone was safe. Or so they thought.
Juicy.
Yep. Huh. Okay, looks like we asked everything. There was a lot. That's all. Alright, if you guys are satisfied, then we need to seriously get to work.
What's the plan?
Starting with you, Red. Seriously, you need to get yourself together. You're a total mess. She points at me in a commanding way and scoffs. Huh? Diana rushes in between us.
Wait a second.
Who said you're in charge? Valerie, don't let Amber boss you around like that.
Huh?
Me? I'm the leader, you know. Says who? Says me. I'm the oldest and the most knowledgeable about this stuff, so I should be the leader, you know. No way. You are not bossing everyone around.
Shut up.
You ain't even a part of the team, Dia, so what gives you a say? Diana jumps back a little, and I can see a hint of hurt on her face.
Wait a second.
This involves me too, Amber. Don't be a jerk. Suddenly Clover stands up and stumps over. Unlike before, that commanding regal air is gone, and she looks more like a tiny grouchy kitten than anything else.
If we are choosing a leader, since we are in my home, it should be me, no?
Wouldn't someone like Liam make a better leader? No. I mean, he's really smart and strong, so...
He's also lazy.
Sophie rolls her eyes and pokes Ethan on the cheek and laughs. Ethan looks down, embarrassed, and groans. Who's to say he won't screw up again and lose his powers? That's not what I'm worried about. It's really more like his personality. He's not the leader type, I don't think.
Ugh.
We can't trust that guy in power. He's gross. Just look at him with that icky cheese-colored hair. Rude.
I don't care.
I really don't care about this. Call me when you guys are finished being brainless fools. Liam grabs a blanket and makes himself nice and cozy on the sofa. I don't understand how he can nap with all this shouting.
It should be Valerie. She was the first one to chance. I was the first to transform, you know. I got my powers long before you even came here, stupid. Yeah, well, Belle was the first to transform who isn't a total prick. No one even likes you, you know?
I don't understand why Diana's defending me so much.
I'm okay with anyone, really. Can't we, like, take turns leading or something?
I think it's better for us to focus on working together as a team, rather than which of us will boss the others around, bro. Now here's someone sensible.
Yeah, we can figure that stuff out later.
A familiar feeling overcomes me, and I collapse to my knees.
I feel sick. Oh, crud.
What? What's wrong, Val? Alex and Amy glance at each other and nod. There's a nightmare. The rest of the team perks up and stands ready to take off.
I smell a nightmare.
It's near the park again. Alex, let's go.
Wait a minute.
Amy and Alex transform and take each other's hands.
Hey!
Wait, Amber.
Amy just rolls her eyes and sticks her tongue out at Diana before snapping her fingers. The two of them disappear before our eyes. Guys, this was a team meeting, so why isn't the whole team going?
She's gone. She teleported away.
God damn it, Amber! She punches the wall and mumbles obscenities under her breath.
Well, it's okay. We'll just catch up with them.
No, you don't understand, Val. We're miles away from the nightmare. We'll never make it in time.
Can't you just prove us there? I thought you said fairies could teleport.
Well, we all need to be connected, so make sure you're touching me. Her voice sounds incredibly shaky and unsure, but she puts her hand out. Okay. Can she do it, or does it just, like, feel bad? Okay, here I go. She raises her free hand and snaps her fingers. A putrid smell invades my senses and my lungs. I step back in shock, only to feel my back touch a cold metal wall.
Where are we? A junkyard? This is an industrial park, not a recreational park, you feline tits.
Maybe we're close enough we can run the rest of the way? Give me a moment to catch my breath, and I'll get us there. As soon as we begin identifying this location, I hear rapid finger tapping.
No, we need to get out of here, now.
Okay, I'll get us away from here, meow. Once again, Diana raises her free hand and snaps her fingers. The view of the industrial park we were at previously has been replaced by a large brick building. The smell is also different. Instead of a burning, repulsive smell, there's a smell of... cocoa?
So yummy!
Ooh, isn't this that one chocolate factory that produces half the chocolate in the country?
Well, I tried thinking really hard about parks, but the previous place was distracting me. And I just wanted to be somewhere that smelled better. How is this better? Liam is covering his face with a handkerchief.
Not a fan of chocolates, Liam?
Liam grimaces. Not everyone lives with sweets being the default smell at their home.
That's true, just like how everyone isn't a sweet person.
Huh?
Hey, there's a park behind us. I turn my head around and see there's indeed a park behind us. It's not the park with the nightmare, however. Like I said, I was picturing parks, but the smell was distracting me, so I think I ended up teleporting us here by Meow Steak. This is weird. Wouldn't you like teleport? If it's about feeling, if it's not about knowing where it is, but like just a feeling, wouldn't the feeling be concentrated more on the nightmare instead of the location thing? Whatever.
So, your teleportation is based on you picturing the location. How did we end up at the industrial park the previous time? I was focused on the nightmare. They're nasty creatures, so I ended up taking us to a nasty place. That's how it works.
Diana raises her hand to the air.
Whoa.
Wait. Diana pauses. Diana, what are you thinking about this time?
Well,
The park we want has a river at it, right? So I was thinking of a field of grass divided by a river with a stone bridge over it.
totally.
That sounds right. It's a super pretty place.
It also sounds incredibly generic.
Okay, Diana. Think of that field of grass divided by a river again. Now put some trees around it. Then place 2 ponds perpendicular to each other to the right of the river. In the background, there's tall grey buildings. Sophia, you are being much too plain. Diana, focus on the river.
That would make us land in the water, no?
There is a bench facing it. On a clear night, lovers would be able to see the moon's reflection in the water alongside the stars.
Both of you are missing unique key marks. The park is a billboard advertisement for the law firm Farrow, Toombs and Farrow. There's also 4 flower beds on each side of the stream. It's not a river, it's a stream. Don't get them confused. Sophie clicks her tongue.
There's an overlap in connotation between the two. I could even say it's a creek and not a stream.
You can jump across a creek. However, you wade across a stream and swim across a river.
Are you stupid?
Are you telling me you are capable of jumping across the stream at the park?
Are we actually arguing over this?
Diana shifts her gaze away from me and looks between Sophie, Clover and Liam shouting over each other. She then looks at the ground and her lips quiver.
I'm just getting me or confused. Can someone please just tell me what the best description is?
We're wasting time, more time than if we had just went there physically, like the normal way.
Sophie, Liam and Clover begin talking at the same time. I think mine should work.
Accuracy is efficiency.
My portrait of the park is the most wonderful. My portrait of the park is the most wonderful.
Diana makes eye contact with me. I think she wants my input on who she should listen to. A simple description is best, accuracy is most important. Clover's dreamy description sounds memorable. Hold on. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, Clover sounds nice, but I don't think it helps us in this situation. So either simple or accurate. Yeah, I think accuracy is most important.
Well, I think Liam's right about precision and accuracy, so let's try focusing on what he described.
I'm glad you're capable of such astute judgments, Val.
Okay, so Farrow and Toombs?
No.
No, Pharaoh, Tombs and Pharaoh. The order is quite important. My family has multiple law firms in the city, each of them with their own names. I thought accuracy in terms of the park layout, so that we maybe don't land in the stream or whatever. But that's just nitpicking.
Why isn't there just one gigantic Pharaoh law firm?
Liam grimaces. Nobody would want that. The firm would be burnt down the morning after opening. Wait, why would it be burnt down? I guess that's a question for later, though. Diana is raising her hand to teleport us, so I guess it's go time. Or perhaps not. We're not greeted by greenery, but total darkness. It's small, cramped, and alongside the strong smell of perfume and shampoo, I smell a mixture of dust and a distinctive artificial pine scent. Ow!
Pharaoh, move! Someone please open the door.
I hear a patting sound and then a metallic click. We open the door and come tumbling out one by one.
Where are we?
Liam freezes and slowly pulls out his miracle link. We need to get out of here. Now.
Hold on, I need to refocus.
And we need to get out of here. Now.
Why the rush? I mean, I know we aren't in the right spot, but...
I'm sure wanting to quickly defeat the nightmare is not the reason for Liam's agitation. As if to answer that question, I notice a sign leaning against the wall. On it is Pharaoh, Tombs and Pharaoh.
So, we're at the law firm itself instead of the park.
And this is one of the last places I would want to be. Liam holds his miracle link up to Diana. This is the park we want. Surely you'll be able to teleport there, right? It's not far at all. At least take us outside. Of here, that is. Outside this building. Perhaps not directly outside. That might be a bit problematic. Either way, we need to leave expeditiously. I think if I...
Are you stupid?
Are you able or are you not? I am, but I'm trying to think of the park and... Then think more efficiently.
What does that even mean?
If you were capable of it, you would know.
Hey!
Liam, back off. All this talk of efficiency is awfully rich coming from someone as lazy as you.
It's not laziness when activities don't incentivize me.
Then incentivize yourself instead of getting on poor Diana's case. Liam, I can't say I understand how you're currently feeling, but pressuring Diana like this is only going to make it harder for us to get where we need to go.
She said it. We can go to Brazil for all I care. Anywhere's better than here.
I'll get us out of here, Meow.
Diana raises her shaking hand in the air and snaps her fingers. Finally. Oh my god. Razor blades in my brain. That's the sensation I first felt upon Diana teleporting us here. The second was... Ooh. The wind generated by Alex being thrown past us. Alex slams into Liam's chest and the two of them are thrown onto the ground. Why me? I'm glad I can always count on you to catch me, Liam. I would have dodged you torpedoing into me if I could have. And these were $500 glasses. I hope you have a plan for paying what you broke. Well, I think that's what friends naturally do. As Alex gets up from Liam, I survey the battlefield. Looking at the park, the damage is... well, the place is vacated, except for Amber, the Nightmare, and the news helicopter. The Nightmare is some kind of turtle standing on its hind legs. It has the same paint and wild look in its eyes that Ethan's Nightmare did before. This one will be tough. And the right front arm isn't an arm, it's a scythe. A scythe bearing down on Amber, who's blocking it with her own when she whips her head towards us. Took your sweet time, huh? Stop lazing about and fight, you know. Well, if you'd just taken us with you, that'd have been easier for everyone.
Who are you to order us around? You rushed head first into this, and now you want us to clean up your mess.
Something's tugging on me. I turn my head around, but I don't see anyone touching me. I guess it's battle jitters or something. Or is it the expectations of leadership? If Sophie and Diana want me to be the leader, I need to show them that trust isn't misplaced.
Ethan, Diana,
Huh?
Yeah?
get to a safe distance and try to do what you can to prevent anyone from entering the park.
Diana gently slaps Ethan on the back.
Alright.
Consider it done. I'll make sure Ethan's safe before I rejoin you all. Grabbing Ethan's wrist, Diana jolts out of the park.
Royal Heart Metamorphosis!
Alright, let's do this. I remember watching a documentary on Joan of Arc in history class. I thought a cool lady hero was pretty cool, but admittedly I only remember one thing. Joan was an inspirational leader.
Diamond, stop spacing out.
Huh?
Where's Amethyst? I thought we were gonna do a group speech.
Well,
Over there, screaming and swinging a hammer. The way Emerald put it, I would have thought Amethyst was screaming at the Nightmare. But
What are you doing, crossing blades with this Nightmare?
it's called parrying. Once it makes a mistake, it'll be vulnerable.
What?
Vulnerable? Look at it. We will have to break through to beat it.
And what makes you think that's possible?
Alright.
I get years of combat experience, you know. Raising her scythe, Amber starts charging electricity through her hands to her weapon. A Nightmare like you probably doesn't know this, but metal conducts electricity, you know. Amber's blade shifts position to the tip of the pole, forming a glaive. With bolts of lightning charging around, Amber slams it down onto the tip of the Nightmare scythe arm. The bolts circulate rapidly around the scythe, racing towards the top. As the electricity reaches the top of the scythe, it begins dissipating.
Huh?
How? Suddenly, the Nightmare retracts its limbs, leaving its belly as its contact point on the ground. With a sudden burst of speed, the Nightmare turns into a spinning top and slams both Amber and Clover. They're in danger. They're spreading out. I can't get to both of them before they reach the ground. But I can reach one of them, and hopefully Alex can rescue the other one. Catch Amethyst or catch Amber? Interesting that we're gonna start getting that kind of choice here. But okay. In terms of character, Amber is kind of pissing me off sometimes, to be honest, so I would go for Amethyst, and also Amethyst is, I think, smaller and therefore lighter. I mean, in our warrior forms, I think we are quite strong either way, but I'm also guessing that Alex is stronger than us. So he can catch Amber, who has quite a lot of muscle on her, and I will catch Amethyst.
I got you, Amethyst.
Gathering all the energy I have, I press my legs to the ground and leap. If I stretch my arms, I should be able to catch her into a princess carry. Appropriate for someone like Clover. But wait, isn't the actual name bridal carry? Clover would probably look really cute in a wedding dress. Not the time, Diamond. Not the time. But cute. Of course. Diamond, get up! I open my eyes to see Sapphire Heart above me. And immediately I feel pain on my head. Ow! Sapphire Heart leans down and presses her hand into my forehead. As soon as her hand touches, I'm both relieved from the pain and shivering from the cold. When you caught Amethyst... Sapphire looks over to Amethyst, who's brushing dust off of her skirt. Or rather, when you were attempting to catch Amethyst. Instead of actually catching her in your arms, you caught her with your head. Amethyst walks up to us, his mouth open and brows furled. What was with that look on your face? Do not me. You had this goofy daydreaming look on your face. Were you even trying to catch me? Or were you just pretending you were flying?
I'm sorry.
I really was trying to catch you. Well, I would prefer if you would learn to do a better job at it. Sapphire, I am gonna give that nightmare a shell-shocking one way or another. Back me up. I'll do what I can, at least more than what Emerald is doing. I know Amethyst has high standards, and I probably wouldn't have met them even if I did catch her properly. But I couldn't stand by while a friend was at risk. Speaking of which, it looks like Citrine and Emerald are already fighting against it. I think? What is he even doing? He could be aiming for the eyes or trying to snare the head, but he's just shooting straight wherever. Sapphire's right. Emerald's lacking when it comes to teamwork. And he's supposed to be smart and he can't even strategize? That's a letdown.
Sapphire, can you create giant chisel gorges out of ice?
Chisel gorges? Yeah, I can make those.
Good. We shall chisel ourselves a weak point.
I don't really understand nightmare biology, but can you chisel shells in general? Can you chisel an egg?
Diamond, help Citrine with distracting the nightmare.
Aren't chiseled eggs a thing? I feel like I've heard the term before.
And Garnet, you'll provide rescue.
Huh?
Rescue?
Yes, in case Diamond or Citrine need to be rescued.
Isn't chiseled eggs the ham stuff they put in the hors d'oeuvre for parties?
Diamond, what do you think? Especially with your part in the plan.
Oh, right!
Oh wait, it's not chiseled eggs, it's deviled eggs. Are you listening?
Huh?
I am. You and Sapphire will be deviling the shell.
Chiseling.
And Garnet will be there to rescue me and Citrine if we need it.
Amethyst flashes a smile at me.
So you are up to it, right? I think we should talk to the others about it.
And maybe repeat what I'm supposed to do? I look around. Sapphire and Amethyst already ran off without me.
How are we supposed to operate like this?
Don't worry about it.
We'll manage. Come on, let's do our best for the rest of the team. Garnet raises his hand and connects it to mine for a shake. Something about that smile of his makes all my worries fade away. I join Citrine near the nightmare.
Huh?
Diamond, what are you doing? They giggle and shake their head. Okay, I get it. Emerald didn't really tell me a whole lot either. But he did say two things. One, dodge the head, and two, they jump back a little. Stay out of his aim. Suddenly, I feel a gust of wind zoom past my ear, and I notice a green arrow in front of me. From out of the ground, roots begin emerging. Flowing and twining, the roots form a weird pattern of curves on the ground. Wait, it's cursive. Let's see, that's a G, an O. Oh, it says go away. I roll my eyes and leap over toward where Emerald is firing from.
What the heck are you doing? And why aren't you communicating with the rest of the team?
Isn't it obvious? I look over to where Citrine is standing. Around them are sets of arrows planted in the ground. Ah, I see. Emerald's probably trying his best to hit the nightmare. I should cheer him on.
Keep it up, Emerald. You can hit the target.
I have been hitting the targets. Huh? Targets? Plural? Now that I think of it, when Liam is Emerald Heart, he doesn't have glasses on. Sophie gets those goggles, but Liam doesn't get anything. Maybe his eyesight is really, really bad, even when transformed. Or maybe he actually isn't aiming for the monster. He did say he's actually been hitting the targets after all.
So, what are the targets? I know you're grouping the arrows together on purpose or by mistake.
By mistake?
But what's going on in that head of yours? I know you said it's obvious, but... We're all different, so you shouldn't just assume we'll all get the same idea.
My plan is simple enough to me, although I suppose different people have problems with different things. I think he's calling me stupid again. I kind of want to hit him.
Well,
by grouping arrows together, I plan to create roots strong enough to coil around the nightmare's neck. This would then allow us to finish it off while it's trapped.
Oh, that is a good plan. Except for one thing. You didn't tell us anything.
Just then, I hear a screech.
Your shell's not unbreakable.
Looking at the ground next to Amethyst and Sapphire, I see a portion of the nightmare's shell on the ground. Just then, a sudden chill crawls up my back. Something's not right.
Everyone, get away from the nightmare.
My eyes motion to the nightmare's wounded area. The shell is glycerin, and the wound itself is pumping out a liquid. With a sudden burst, the liquid erupts and covers the surrounding area, including Sapphire, Amethyst, and Citrine. My legs keep moving. I don't know what I can do. I've got to get there. There's a sudden firm but soft blow to my stomach.
Valerie!
Diamond! Diana!
Clap.
Diana pushed me out of the way, taking the brunt of the hit. You idiot! Amber shoves us down and covers us with her entire body and snaps her fingers. When we arrive back at the hideout, Sophie tends to my wound, while Amy gives Diana the lecture of the century. God damn it, Diana, you could have been killed! Like you care. Besides, Val was in danger. She's a crystal warrior, Diana. She would have been fine, you know? She would have been fine if your stupid planning didn't put her in danger. If you're gonna blame someone, blame that goddamn blunt idiot over there, you know? She jabs her finger at Liam, but he merely shrugs. I think my plan was pretty good.
Shut up.
Shut the hell up, Goldilocks. I'm not a child anymore. Yes, you are. You think you can save everyone, but you can't, Diana. You always do this, you know. You always put everyone else's safety before your own. For once, just please think of yourself.
huh?
Wait, Amber. Alex rushes after her. The tension left could be cut like cheese. Diana just wipes the bit of blood from her cheek and scoffs. Didn't she notice? Amy was crying. She abandons me like that, and then has the nerve to act like we're family, meow. I think Amy was right, though. Us non-crystal warriors need to support them in our own way. I'm not like you, Ethan. I may not have powers, but I'm a royal knight. I'm not some weakling, I'm...
Just shut up, Diana.
I clamp my hands over my mouth. I never spoke to her like that before, but she knows that that's a sore spot for Ethan. She was way out of line for that.
I think I'm going to check on Amy and Alex. Clover and Liam, come with me.
I don't understand why it's necessary that I accompany you. Clover can lead you around her own property on her own.
You are pissing off Sophie.
So, she's always mad at me. If anyone should be annoyed, it's me. She completely ignored my ideas for our plan.
You didn't tell us anything.
I figured she would be smart enough to get it.
See, like, you always act like that.
Like what?
Well,
Like a... how do you say? Alright, a narcissistic, worthless, inconsiderate, foul excuse of a human being.
She giggles and Liam just scoffs. I'm not sure he's taking her criticisms very seriously.
You do know where Alex and Amber are at?
Liam grimaces and rolls his eyes, but then checks his phone. He said he's in the library, and to call cleaning because Amber left a mess. When Clover enters the room, I can almost see steam coming out of her ears.
Oh, it smells like meat and socks in here.
She stomps off into the hall to find a servant.
Hey, Amy, what was that all about?
I don't know, she acts like she's never smelled a burger before, you know?
No, I mean earlier. You've been really confrontational lately. You've been suspicious of everyone, bossy, and overall kind of a jerk. Like, even this morning, you said that Clover might be lying, you treat Liam like a ticking betrayal bomb, and you left us behind earlier.
And you're always fighting with Diana, bro. We're kind of used to it now, so we don't really care that much when you two fight anymore, but still. Alex nudges her. I'm sorry, you know? I just don't want our team to end up like the last, okay?
Well,
I don't think your methods would have prevented that. I elbow him in the gut. Diana is like family to me, whether I like it or not. But she's just a kid, you know? You're all kids. I gotta protect you guys. Daya doesn't get it though. She acts like she's so big and bad. But she's so bad at magic. She's got the physique of a pool noodle, she ain't exactly the brightest, and she's kinda bad with people, you know? I guess I ain't the best at making friends either, though. That's exactly why we need to work together, though, bro.
Exactly. That way we can protect each other and make up for each other's faults. I can't run as fast as Zachary, and I can't fly like Liam, but I think I can pack a punch.
I flex my arm and grin. I know it's not as impressive as Amy's muscles, but I'm just trying to lighten the mood.
well,
You know, I think Diana really trusts you. She's just impulsive and hard-headed, but she trusts you, and she told me to trust you too. If we can't trust each other, who can we trust?
Amy's look softens to a kinder, warmer expression. She stands up and ruffles my bangs. You ain't really the sharpest sword from the forge yourself either, Red, but I think you got something special about you. And I don't gotta look at your heart jewel to see that. She looks away and laughs to herself. Maybe that's why Dai is so attached to you, you know?
Come on, you feeling better? We left in the middle of a fight and we can't keep them waiting, you know?
Alright guys, we have to get it together. For real. We're a team here, so that means we need to be on the same page. Liam? Alex turns and gives him a dirty look. Liam looks down, embarrassed, as if his mom just caught him coloring on the walls.
That goes for you guys too. Clover, it's never that serious. And Sophie, Liam is trying to help in his own way. He's just an idiot, so try to play nice.
I feel like I'm being unjustly attacked here. So, what's our plan, Red? Amy stands before me, her gaze burning with a look I've never seen before. Her tone is different, serious, but not with suspicion. She sounds like a soldier responding to a commanding officer. I'm a bit overwhelmed. She did a total 180. I'll follow your lead, Kay. But I'm also kind of happy. I feel like I finally gained her approval. I'm not sure I earned it just yet, though. We teleport to the park together. The turtle beast is still there, causing havoc. The area is covered in a dried-up tar-like substance. It looks like the hole Sophie made is all patched up too, but it's probably still weak from before, so knocking him down should be a no-brainer.
Well... Alex, what do you suggest?
Well...
I suppose I'll subdue the monster with my vines, but they take a moment to grow, so someone needs to buy me a bit of time.
Oh, right! Zachary can blind it. Then Amy can use her electricity to stun it for a few seconds.
And then Clover can use her hammer like in golf. Liam will be using his vines to make a goal.
Then you can use your axe to chop it down.
And I think Sapphire had the right idea to chisel a weak point, but that liquid is extremely dangerous, bro. It looks like the hole is patched up, but it might start up again if we agitate it, bro.
Makes sense. If you pick at a dry scab, it can bleed again. So we need to make sure its blood doesn't touch us. Sapphire, instead I think you should make putting up ice shields a priority.
Well...
And it would be cool if we can get the tar to bounce back at it. Do you think you can do that? I think I can handle something like that. And then we'll finish it off.
Right. I had heard that you children were a bit persistent. A tall, muscular woman stands before us. She is missing an arm, and her eye is covered in a patch. She emits a frightening aura. She must have lost them in a fight, and those are her battle scars. I suppose I'm not surprised to see you again. Again? Who is this? Was she here last time? I don't remember, but that monster definitely wasn't as flashy as Labras, or as predictable as one of Onyx's. We really messed up big time, huh? But no use fussing over it now.
We're all fired up now, so watch out. We aren't going to make the same mistakes as last time.
Royal Heart Metamorphosis!
Crystal Heart Revolution!
The Shining Crystal of Love and Hope! Diamond Heart!
The Shining Crystal of Intelligence and Clarity, Sapphire Heart.
The Shining Crystal of Fantasy and Starlight, Amethyst Heart!
The Shining Crystal of Joy and Fortune, Citrine Heart!
The Shining Crystal of Courage and Protection, Amber Heart.
The Shining Crystal of Passion and Devotion, Garnet Heart.
The Shining Crystal of Kindness and Loyalty, Emerald Heart.
The 7 rainbow jewels bringing hope for the future. We are the Crystal Warriors. Bringing harm to our world is absolutely unforgivable.
We'll make you repent for your sinful actions.
Hope for the future? Where'd you get that one? I made it up on the spot. You like it? Garnet, your line was really cool too. It really suits you.
Well,
It just felt like the right thing to say. He blushes a little and rubs the back of his neck. Can we save the chit-chat for later? He jabs a thumb in the direction of the rampaging nightmare and sighs, pinching the skin between his temple.
Right, we better save that poor guy and fast.
The team rushes out. Emerald spreads his wings out and soars high above the monster. He makes a gesture with his hand as if to say, "I'm ready," and summons his bow. Citrine runs over to the monster and, in a few quick movements, swiftly summons the weapon.
Citrine Tambourine!
Ember slides in seconds after and readies her weapon.
Citrine Flash!
Not even seconds after the light fades, Ember has already shifted her weapon into a glaive and launched it into the turtle's thick skin. The smell of smoke penetrates the air as her glaive zaps the monster. In the blink of an eye, Garnet's flaming double axes come spinning rapidly toward the nightmare. The two of them clasp their hands together and deliver a double whammy, summoning a swirl of thunder and lightning towards it. Burning Thunder Spiral! Now! Emerald begins firing arrows a few meters behind the monster, and Amethyst readies her hammer. Just as we predicted, a fierce series of attacks agitated the scab, and the wound slowly starts leaking out a thick black goo. Amethyst knocks the monster back with a swing of a hammer, right into the area Emerald had been preparing. His vines begin to slither and creep up and wrap around the monster's arms and legs tightly like a snake. Sharp thorns form, squeezing tightly at the beast's skin. The thorns scrape and dig into the wound from earlier, and the goo begins to leak out even faster.
Sapphire!
She slides over, and the four of us huddle together as she quickly creates a curved wall of ice. Just in time as the pressure builds up and the liquid surges out in our direction. It skids across the curve of her wall and flies right back at the nightmare. It struggles to dodge, but the movements make Emerald's thorns cut into it even deeper. As the liquid blast slows down, we peer over the frosty wall. It's fine, it's safe. Emerald floats down near our hideaway. Ready? Each of us grabs the other's hand, connecting us in a circle. Our weapons shine brilliantly and ascend into the air above us. Magic and bright light swirl in the center, and as it fades, our cannon appears in their place.
Rainbow? Crystal?
Dream explosion! Rainbow lights engulf the arena, and a massive burst of energy, crystals and magic hit the monster. The monster fades away, leaving only a single light behind as evidence of its existence. The light glows, as if to say thank you, before floating away home to its owner. It seems we've been greatly underestimating our obstacle. I'll have to report this to Lady Druzy Quartz immediately. The scary woman teleports away without a second word.
all right.
Rainbow Jewel unite as a team. Let's see how long that lasts. Alright, we did it. I knew we could do it. I twirl my hair nervously and laugh.
I really don't feel like I added all that much today, though.
Huh? What do you mean? You showed serious leadership skills today. You came up with a plan, you know? You talked some sense into my body, Ames.
Well,
And you've convinced Sophia... And you've convinced Sophie to put her unwarranted criticisms of me on pause.
Dude, seriously?
Unwarranted? Dude, you deserve those criticisms, bro.
And I'll just lecture you the next time we meet. But I mean, Alex helped out with the planning, and the rest of that stuff was just being a good friend.
Sure, but if you ask me, you've displayed honor worthy of being a knight. I don't think the rest of these guys would be able to last even a moment on their own without you. You're the heart of the team, Val. You brought us all together. It's because of that heart of yours that I feel you're the one who should lead us to victory. I mean, if I could cast my vote, I'd vote for you. Oh, Diana, she really is a sweetheart. I never thought I'd see the day where I agree with Diana's judgment of character, you know. You are part of the team, bro, so that's 4 votes for Val. The others are mine and Liam's, by the way. I don't recall casting a vote. Well, do you object, bro? He shrugs and looks away without saying a word.
Well,
I still think I should have a bit of authority, considering it's my home that we are using as a base of our operations. But if I have to step down for anyone, I don't think I would mind following the orders of Valerie.
Me too, me too.
I vote for Val. You know that Ethan and I are always on your side, Val.
All right.
Looks like we're all in favor of Val as team leader. He pats my back merrily and laughs.
Wait,
Leave it to me, I don't know the first thing about being a leader. I mean... I don't think a team like this, like, they should all work together and they don't necessarily have to have a leader. Like, maybe you need like a tiebreaker now and then, but there are 7 of them. Well, plus Ethan and Diana. Anyway. But come on. Let's be confident for a moment. Leave it to me.
Well, if everyone really feels that way, then I won't let you guys down.
alright!
I'll be the best leader in Crystal Warrior history.
Now that's the kind of attitude we want to see.
You'll do great, Val.
Delicious!
Now that that's all settled, who wants lunch? I'm starving.
Hey!
How can you be starving after what you did to my house?
What? I'm a growing girl, you know? I need my protein to grow big and strong.
You said you're older than us, though. Aren't you already done growing? And you're already quite strong.
Perhaps she means horizontally.
You know?
Oh please, it's my balanced diet that helps me maintain my excellent figure, you know? Balanced? I've only seen you eat burgers, but okay. Okay. Yeah, let us leave it here for today. Episode 9 already. Oof. Okay. Finally coming together as a team somewhat. They're still gonna fight, we know it. I mean, with so many different characters all together, that's bound to happen. But I like their dynamics, it's fun, there's always something happening. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here for today. As always, I'd appreciate if you'd let me know your thoughts in the comments. By the way, who would you want to date out of all these? I'm not even 100% sure what all the options are, like if everyone is dateable or not. I have a lot of options either way. But yeah, I'm not quite decided yet. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and until next time. Bye bye!